these teams look ready to go, as does the official. Let's bring it on. The Raiders take possession here on the opening draw, and we are underway. Moves it quickly over to Hughes. And they send it right back to him. Oh, and that one pops up short as he just gets enough of that one. Takes a shot. Blocked in front. Solid check to slow him down. Lets it go. Oh, going wide. Tiptoes across the blue line. The Raiders will play it from the point. All sorts of pressure here in the offensive end. They are really applying the squeeze. Moves it to the half wall. Another pass. Hammers a shot. Oh, what a block. Tremendous defensive effort there. Big time collision there. Save made by the keeper. And there's the whistle as the goaltender will give his team a much needed rest. Nearing the midway mark of the period. We've still got zeros on the board. USA's won the faceoff. And makes the routine save. Oh, what a save! He stopped it! Wow!
Oh, that's an intangible effort that you can't teach, James. That's all about desperation and the will to stop that puck. I really want to look at this last save again, James, because this is about taking it to the next level. When you have this level of competitiveness, athleticism, and desperation and urgency in your game, you know that goaltending coach, they can't just teach this. This is instinctual, and this is what winners are made of.
Back to the point it goes. Can't maintain possession. Rips a howitzer from the point. Handles the pass.
Lindgren's last save is one that's going to be remembered for a while, James. It's going to be on the highlight reel. It's on one of mine now. I mean, he stole one there. It was all but in, and that desperation and compete level, it makes the save.
And not much on that one. We'll get a face-off after the puck stays covered up. Past the halfway mark of this period. Still scoreless in this one. And they win the offensive zone face-off, and here we go. Rips it from the point. Oh, what a save with the glove. The Capitals will play it in their own end. The Raiders gain possession of the puck here in the offensive end. Takes the puck. Easily turned aside by Lindgren.
Hughes will not be returning to the lineup, James. We just received word, and he is definitely out. You know, this is tough to take because you look at this lineup, and it leaves a massive hole.
It certainly does leave a massive hole, and now it's about roster manipulation in terms of trying to navigate this down the stretch for the coaching staff. Keeps possession. From the left side, they enter the attacking zone. With the stop. The Raiders get a hold of the puck in their own end. Grabs the puck. Oh, and a misfires. That goes right out of the zone. Carries it across the line. Stones up with the blocker. Tosses it on to Ovechkin. Washington's got a hold of the puck. Can't keep a hold of it after that hit. Now a quick pass to Stone. Shot! And not much on that one. Ferrari's got it in the defensive end. USA's got a hold of it against the wall. Passes over to Connor. Moves the puck. And that one's turned away. And he shuts the door again.
You can certainly tell that the goaltender is dialed in on that last sequence of saves, James. He's to position, so he finds a way to make multiple saves back-to-back.
Officials are in position, and both teams are getting ready as they get set for another face-off here. The Raiders win the face-off. Here's a short pass to Konechny. Denied by Lindgren. Takes a shot. Big stop just as time expires in the period. Well, the play might come to an end for a few minutes at the end of this period, but the coaching never stops. I'm sure there'll be a few messages and a few words, and we'll be back with period number 2 in no time. Both teams are back at center ice, and we are ready to get period number 2 underway. Advantage goalies through the first 20 minutes. Let's see if we get a goal here in the second. All right, Pounder, how would you assess this game through the first 20 minutes played?
The Capitals are in a scoreless game heading into the second period, and it shouldn't be, James. I mean, the coach is not impressed. You can see it in the body language, and I'm sure the entire staff had some choice words between the first and second.
Grabbed in the open ice by Pastrnak. The Raiders gain control of the puck. Can't hang on to the biscuit after that. All alone! Scores! Absolutely clinical finish on the breakaway!
All the way down the ice, James. The ability to get away from the pack, look over his shoulder, know where everyone is, and then that clean finish. Unbelievable goal.
The Raiders take control of the faceoff. Looking to make something happen along the boards. Stopped by the goaltender, getting a piece of that one. Picked up along the wall by Draisaitl. He scores! There it is! His first of the season! USA's been right there with them all night long, and look at this, we've got the equalizing goal.
Yeah, that counter punch was something, James. To be able to get the equalizer, you can see the excitement on the bench. That's going to provide a lot of energy in the second period.
They score! And the deadlock is broken as they take the lead.
Well, that's a huge shift. You can see everyone standing up on the bench. They know how much it means, but it's the next shift that matters most now, James. You want to kind of push and put pressure on your opponent when they're down.
Matthews wins it in the dots. And he'll take a moment to regroup back at center. There's the whistle. Offside is the call.
Kucherov is effective at distributing the puck, and his tape-to-tape zone ability allows him to make accurate passes to set up chances, and that's why his teammates love playing with him so much, guys.
Hronek's picking up steam. Directed over to Kucherov. Look out! And the traffic jam in front blocks the shot. Great save by the goaltender, who was in the right place at the right time. Scores! That's 3 in a row!
Oh, it's so much easier when you're running in the game and your opponent is chasing, and that's exactly what's happening right now.
USA's now gone up by 2 here in the second, and what a performance so far. They have been absolutely dominant, Cheryl.
They've been dominant. I think their coaching staff will like the performance that they put in so far. It'll be about capitalizing and finishing the rest of the way, but their possession, the majority of shots, everything's in their favor right now.
Scooped up along the wall by Sandin. Carries the puck through the neutral zone. Bringing the physicality tonight. USA's got the puck along the wall. Moves it to Tkachuk. Rocked on the play. Comes up with the stop. Oh, and right after that, he's jumping in here.
Teamwork, James. Jumping in for your star player. You know everyone on that bench wanted this to happen, and it did. The Raiders find a way to send a clear message with that fight. They say, we're not going to be pushed around. We're tough, we're physical, and we're not going anywhere.
Well, both teams seem to be a little calmer now after a pretty chaotic stretch just a few moments ago. Quick pass to Hamilton. USA's going to play it along the blue line. And a great read to turn that play aside. Hamilton's got the puck near the back end. Grabs control of it at the point. Denies them! They are really feeling it now here in the O-Zone. Oh, hit on the play. And some physicality here. He got all of that one. The Raiders get a hold of the puck along the boards. Great feed from the left side. Good stop by Lindgren. The Raiders going to work on offense. And he takes a shot. They score! 4 straight goals. They're rolling now.
And talk about confidence, hey, James? I mean, their opponent does not have an answer. They look absolutely stunned. I mean, they are like a freight train just pounding down on them. Gotta love this goal. I mean, he's got the defender just twisted like a pretzel as he's manipulating and showing those silky mitts and then finally puts it away.
USA's probably thinking right now, let's just skip the intermission and keep playing the way things are going here, Cheryl.
100%, James. Anytime you have a healthy lead, everyone's playing well and contributing. You don't want it to stop. You don't want to go and sit and wait to come back on the ice.
Dahlin's taking it from his own end. With the puck inside the defensive zone. Can't maintain possession after that hit. Taken along the wall by Pasternak. The Capitals have the puck now. Carlson stick handling in his own zone. USA's got a hold of the puck now. Here's a shot. Oh, how did he get a piece of that? Washington's got it in their own zone. Touch it. 2 periods down, 1 more to go. Both teams have time to get a refresh, and we'll be back for period number 3. I'm fired up. I know you're fired up for this too. Opening face-off for period number 3 is ready to go. It's been a total mismatch here as we get underway for the third. Let's see if anything changes. Well, 2 periods down. Here we go with the third period. Cheryl, your assessment so far?
Washington's first 2 periods have been a poor example of puck protection and possessing the puck, James. They've turned it over at a high rate. They haven't supported it. They've been back on their heels, and as a result, they're chasing the game.
USA's been a dominant force offensively. Plenty of quality scoring opportunities, and they lead it big time early in the third. Nice start winning the draw here inside the offensive zone. A centering feed! He scores! What a play!
We see players working from this area all the time in practice. A quick snapshot. Goalie can't get set to position in time, and it winds up in the back of the net.
The Raiders continue to attack the net here in period number 3, adding yet another goal to their score.
Well, it's been all areas of the game that have really been terrific tonight, James. I've also enjoyed the communication that we're seeing on the ice. Not
Scores! And another goal for the road team here tonight, and the rain of boos has begun from the crowd.
Yeah, right from the rafters, all the way down, the booing begins, and it doesn't let up. They cannot believe that their team is just not played tonight, not happy with the effort as they're getting thrown out.
Slides the puck over. Shot! It's on it to make the stop.
Lindgren's really struggled tonight, and the team in front of him as well. They've got to find a way to get back on track. They need to switch the momentum of this game if they want to get back in it.
USA's benefited from lots of shots on net here tonight, and they lead it early in this third period. Here's a shot from the point! Close save! How did he get a piece of that? USA's gained possession along the boards. Oh, he gets his glove on that, and just enough to keep it out. Slides the pass over to Ovechkin. Gaining momentum up along the side. Takes the shot, and he gets a piece of that one and denies it. And he takes the feed. Picking up momentum. He's got a step. Stopped on the breakaway. What a save he made there.
Well, I loved how he challenged the shooter on this, James. He didn't sit back in his net. He came right out to the top of the paint and said, if you're going to beat me, you got to find room.
USA's offense has been the story tonight, leading big time here in this third period. Glove save. Oh, quick reflexes on the play. And it's a quick pass to Ovechkin. From the open ice, they gain the line. The Raiders take possession in the defensive end. He got all of that one.
He's a power forward, and part of his game is delivering and executing hits. Well, he certainly did there.
And that slides right out to center ice. Exploring options here inside the defensive zone. Working the puck deep inside their own end. Here they come on the attack. A simple stop with the glove by Lindgren.
Kachuk's time in the penalty box is up, and he's got to get back to just finding his place within the game on the ice, and he gets a nice scoring chance right there that needs to give him some confidence. He can play physical, but he's also got to play with his brain. USA has been so impressive tonight. I've really loved the way they've competed. They've battled for the puck, and then when they've got it, they had poise and patience, and they've done something with it.
Pacioretty's got it against the boards. Fires it! Oh, great reflex pad stopped by Hellebuyck. Good use of the body on the play. Moves it over to Stone. Fires it on net and makes the save. Denies him again.
Listen, James, the shooter's in the slot. This is as high danger as it can get, and he challenges. He's set, ready to go in great position, and makes the save as a result.
The Raiders have traded tonight like a shooting gallery and are in cruise control late in the third. McDavid's won the draw, and they'll look to set up. Quick feed to McAvoy. Skates in behind the cage. And he takes the feed. Moves the puck along the half wall. USA's looking to break out of their own end. Dahlin's carrying it ahead.
Sorry for stepping on your toes, James, but that was a huge hit behind the play.
A rocket from the point. Oh, look at that!
Love the way the goaltender gets tight to the shooter here. The puck's in the low slot. You want to take away time, you want to take space? Goaltender does it, makes the save.
And he loses control here. Puck scooped up by McAvoy. Turned aside by Lindgren. And he elects to play the puck. The Capitals have it now. Oh, he stops him with the glove. Great reflexes there. USA's been on a roll offensively tonight. Lots of chances, and they lead it late in this third. The Raiders get a hold of the puck in their own end. Here they come up along the wing. From point blank! Lindgren's going to hang on for a whistle. USA's coaches have to be pleased with what they've seen tonight. No shortage of scoring opportunities and no shortage of goals. Matthews wins the faceoff in the offensive zone. It is never easy when the home fans turn on you, but they've got no one to blame for themselves with this performance tonight. Shot, and he hangs on just as time runs out. There's the final horn sounding, putting this baby to rest. The Raiders just had one of those nights where I'm sure everybody in the organization is going home smiling.
How they should be. They had the puck on their stick, and they retrieved it. And once they retrieved it, their opponent was chasing the game, and that is a wonderful place to be, James. Playing for Canada all those years, I certainly know what that felt like.
That'll do it for tonight's EA Sports broadcast. Hey, look, plenty of action just around the corner, and we